Hi, my name is Melinda Parga, and I'd like to show you just a small feature of this wonderful NumWorks calculator. So you can see on my screen is what the calculator looks like, and this is the home screen. And if you use the arrow buttons sort of directly underneath the screen, you can scroll left and right or up and down, and you can see the different things get highlighted, so you know exactly what it is that you're going to be accessing. We're going to try the grapher today. So you can see right now it is highlighted, and I'm going to hit the button that says OK. So right here on this screen, you can see up at the top that there's a part that says expressions, there is a part that says graph, and there's a part that says table. So once I type in an expression, which in this case, I'm going to type in 3x cubed minus 2x squared. Nope, see, I made a mistake. That is not a square. I'm going to go back and hit the square button. Minus x plus 2. As soon as I hit execute, which is in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see that the calculator recognizes that this is going to be an equation, and because it's highlighted, it is ready to graph. So I'm going to hit the up arrow, and I'm going to go one to the right, and I'm going to hit OK so that I can see the graph. Now notice, I'm not seeing very much of it, and that's okay. If I go up and hit this button that says auto and hit OK, it's going to show me the most important parts of the graph. Now, notice the graph itself is red, but there are 4 black dots on this graph. And if you use the arrow buttons that we used earlier and you scroll to any of those black dots, at the bottom of the screen, it tells you important information about this graph. So I know exactly where the minimum is because the black dot, right, that ordered pair, is indicated at the bottom of the screen. And when I scroll to the left, it will tell me the y-intercept. When I continue to scroll, it will tell me the maximum. And as I continue to scroll to the other black dot, it automatically lets me know what the 0 is of this function. So it doesn't take any other keystrokes aside from scrolling along the graph. So if I hit up and I go back and I want to take a look at the table, if I move to the right and I hit OK, here's a table of values. I have it set to be counting in increments of 1/2, but if you go up, you can set the interval to be, if I hit OK, I can set that step value to be whatever I want. I have it set at 1/2, but maybe I want it to tell me every 1/4. And if I go down and hit confirm, now you can see in the left-hand column, the X values are counting by 1/4, by 0.25. If I come over here to graph one more time, there are some other options. So I'm going to come up and over here to calculate and hit execute. So I'm going to come down here to where it says find and let you see all the things that it can find. It can find X given Y, maxes, mins, although it did that automatically. But this one, the tangent one, if you happen to teach calculus, this is so much easier to do on this calculator than any other calculator on the market. So when I hit execute down here in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see in the bottom of the screen that it's telling me more things. And right, so now not only do I have the X value, the Y value, I have the derivative at that point, and I have the tangent line at that point. And as you scroll, it changes all those values, and you can see the tangent line changing as you are scrolling. Okay, and then let's say I want this at a very particular point, right? Because it's scrolling and it's giving me some great values. But what if I want this specifically when X is equal to 0.59? I literally type in 0.59, hit execute, and it will immediately not only put the cursor at that spot, it calculates the Y value, it calculates the derivative, and tells me the equation of the tangent line at that point. So the last thing that I want to show you, if you go back to the expression and you use the little 3 dots that are to the right and hit execute, it gives you options. You don't have to have it graphed in red. In fact, this is a beautiful graphing calculator that offers lovely colors that you can pick from. All right, so I'm going to pick turquoise this time, just to switch it. Let me go back to those 3 dots. If you come down and toggle this switch to say value of the derivative, right? So I'm going to hit OK and have it show in the graph and on the table. Then when I come up to my table and I hit execute, not only do I have the X coordinate, the Y coordinate, but I also have the derivative at that point. As you can see, this calculator is far superior to any calculator you've ever used.